could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasize. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Candace Parker, so excited to have you back on the show today. Now, last year was your first year in NBA 2K as well as the WNBA. What was the response from fans of you being in the game?
Well, I've gotten so much love from the fans for being in the game, but you know, my family, my nieces and my nephews play 2K all the time. And for them to be able to play with their aunt and for my daughter to be able to suit up and play with her mom, it's been
Starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At shooting, Timberwolves. At small forward, Justice Winston. At center, Jonas Valanciunas. And the other forward position, Jerry Johnson. And the other guard position, John. And those are the visitors to the And now it's time to meet your starters. Target center, are you ready? At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 14, Amari Spellman. At the other forward position, standing 6'5", number 00, Anthony Edwards. Starting at guard, 6'4", from Spain, number 9, Ricky Rubio. At the shooting guard position, at 6'3", number 0, D'Angelo Russell. At center, 7 feet out of Kentucky, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. Your home team head coach is Ryan Saunders. Ladies and gentlemen, Minnesota Timberwolves.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, "You lead by action and you lead by words. I'm more of the action guy. When things get tough, I've got to be the guy that leads the charge." Kevin, he knows his role and he knows his place atop the Wolves franchise.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Minnesota, we've got Russell. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. Edwards is out there with Towns. And it's Spellman in at the 4. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
Here's Brooks, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Morant with it, guarded now by Rubio. Nice shot by Brooks.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves on defense. Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Deep 2 from Russell. It's rebounded by Memphis. 3-pointer. And Brooks is good for 3. Brooks has got 9 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
Stolen by Rubio. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. They get a hand on it. Edwards against Valanciunas. Valanciunas grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On the free throw, no good. And the pass to Winslow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lets it go from the wing, and that one goes long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Goes back up. Spellman with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Towns, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And they double up Morant. Brooks kicks to Morant. Winslow wide open. He fires. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. The Timberwolves have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Connects from 3-point range.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
There's Russell with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got 7.
Guys, you can just about count on it. If you score on Russell, you better believe he's looking to come right back at you.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
They get it back. Here's Valanciunas. They shoot again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
Guys, they are dialed in from
two.
beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And the first one drops. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. Valanciunas hits them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
It's deflected. The second effort. And here's the fast break. Winslow's shot is off. Here's Towns. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Here's Edwards. Lays it up off the glass. Edwards got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Bucket is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Rubio. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Towns. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
It's good.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Passes to Winslow. Kicks to Valanciunas. Morant against Rubio.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Grizzlies have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Anderson. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 4. And the basket by Okogie.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Brushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
Now here's Brooks. 14 points for him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Okogie. Brooks covering. Okogie misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. 16 feet away. And Culver pulls it down. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The drive by Rubio.
Making a concerted effort to attack. Rubio draws contact. He'll go to the line.
For Minnesota, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. So he gets them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Anderson outside. To the left wing. Melton passes to Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Goes up the baseline. Count it. Good.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Memphis leading. Doubled by Culver. Pass to Gutterich. Takes a 3. Memphis the rebound. A second chance effort. Here's Anderson. And finally they hit one. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That's going to send Ricky Rubio to the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And at Texas Tech, Garrett Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
That one drops. He ties it up. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 3. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gutterich. Kept alive. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And it's Johnson penetrating, and then Johnson with the dunk.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
Jones, the pass to Clark. To the middle, here's Anderson. Second shot opportunity, and the basket is good. Anderson's got 6.
So far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Okogie, no good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Gutterich. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Inside. A nice shot by Gutterich. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Clark trying to get open. Count that one. He has 7.
Well, that is a very impressive, quick first step by Josh Okogie. Hard to defend that.
Outside, Jones. Clark outside. And it's blocked. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Culver's shot is off.
You don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Clark with 4 seconds on the clock. Can't capitalize inside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Yeah, I picked a lot of people's brains. You know, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump paved the way for us, a lot of older guys. And, you know, the answer that they were giving me was figuring out that routine that your body needs, that your mind needs to prepare for each game. And once I started getting that consistent routine of napping, eating my pregame meal, things of that sort, it kind of started to come for me.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Drops in the tray. 14 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Outside, Jones. And there's the pass to Melton. He gets that one. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Russell with it. Guarded now by Clark. And that one's good. Russell.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Jackson looking around. He feeds it to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 7 points for John Morant. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. That one's on Morant. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Here's Brooks. The teardrop falls in. Brooks has got 18 points in the game.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
There's Russell with the 3. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Brooks, the pass to Morant.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Here's Towns. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, you see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
Valanciunas, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Edwards. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And stolen by Russell. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Jackson, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And Towns throws it down.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
Here's Brooks following the bucket by the Timberwolves. To the inside, Valanciunas, good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Beasley. Here's Towns. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. Morant outside. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Now it's just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Beasley, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Beasley's got 6.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Valanciunas. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Memphis has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Morant against Russell. Poked away and stolen by Russell. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Memphis has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. To the paint. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And every team loves getting a night like this out of their big man. Valanciunas is the biggest lion in the Serengeti.
And that one's good. Russell
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morant outside. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Minnesota calls timeout. Ricky Rubio checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And Towns gets it to go.
Beast mode in the painted area. Karl Anthony Towns. Hard to match up with him. His size and skill set, top level.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Edwards against Winslow. Down low. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
And the 7-footer Valanciunas with the foul. A big who isn't just skilled, but also brings that toughness.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves. Towns throws it down.
Great night for Towns. Can hurt you from any spot on the floor.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. To the paint, here's Brooks. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
Morant against Rubio. Here's Winslow. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas launches it. And it's Winslow that time on the assist from Valanciunas. Winslow's got 10.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
To the wing right side. Morant, that's for 2. Here's Valanciunas. And he hits it to tie the game up. Valanciunas has got 20 points. Minnesota's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Beasley. Here's Towns. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And it's Memphis with another. Minnesota's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Beasley can really move. I mean, his drives are explosive and sudden. The defense has no way to stop him.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Here's Clark.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
The Grizzlies have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Good on the second free throw. The Timberwolves trail. Rubio the pass to Towns. Over Valanciunas. It's Clark with the rebound. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
And he makes that one. Beasley's got 6 in the quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Pass to Gutterich. Five to shoot. Here's Clark. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Clark's got 7.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
1:53 left now here in the second. Rubio against Jones. Pass to Gutterich. Clock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Gutterich. Knocked loose. Beasley with the steal. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, there's a little bounce to Beasley's game. This fella, he can get off the ground and elevate on you.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Two for one opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And that one's good. Towns.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride, but that fella's got some big feet too.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
That's good from Beasley.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
James Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. Culver comes in for Edwards. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. And Beasley drops both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now, here's Clark. 7 points in the game. A nice shot by Gutteridge. Gutteridge has got 11.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Culver. Drills the baseline jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
When he gets inside the arc, Jarrett Culver, very effective, able to create for himself in just about any situation.
Here's Anderson. He can't hit that time. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. We'll see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. The first half, it was all about D'Angelo Russell. He had 27 points. And at Kentucky, Coach Calipari famously forbid Karl Anthony Towns to shoot three-pointers. Kenny, you look at how Towns shoots in the NBA, and maybe Coach Cal regrets that decision.
Well, I think Cal wanted him to demonstrate that he could dominate the side. You know? But this guy has the ability to shoot the three. He was the number one pick overall, but I would have let him shoot them threes in Kentucky.
Yeah, Kenny, I agree with you, because growing up, he's had in this game up against Morant. He's got a big man body, but he likes to play that wing.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Grizzlies trail by 3. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Edwards. And it's Spellman in at the 4 spot. The Grizzlies have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he knocks down the first one.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Both free throws good from Morant. Minnesota in the lead. Towns, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "Beneath No One" tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Stolen by Rubio. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one's on Morant.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
One shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And Brooks, here we go. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. Here's Russell with the 3. Good on the triple. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Timberwolves leading by 4. That's a 2 from Towns. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Towns has got 23 points. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The pass to Brooks. Powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, you try to look for weaknesses in Towns' game, but really not much there to speak of, particularly at the foul line, where he's been terrific.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one, good. 26 points for him.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Russell from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Whoa, watch out now. And D'Angelo from deep. That's the parking lot range we've heard about for this young man.
Morant with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Now here's Valanciunas. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes it to Winslow. And here's Valanciunas. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Rubio misses. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. It's blocked. Now here's Towns. He's got 24. Nice D from Valanciunas. Brooks with it. Kicks it to Morant. With some arc, Valanciunas. Good, nice job down low. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And that one's good. Morant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and Okogie subbed in for Edwards. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Now Morant. 21 points in the game, and Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Johnson with the block, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Jackson passes to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. The three from Morant. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 3-point lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Morant. Valanciunas passes to Morant. A beautiful reverse layup. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. That shot off. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves leading by 5. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Russell's got 47 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. The 11-footer. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. And here comes the break. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Morant, who's got 23. Now a timeout called by Memphis. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Pass to Gutterich. Memphis moving that ball around. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gutterich has got 13. Pass to Reed. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Russell. And Culver's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And here's Morant. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Johnson up top. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Morant surveying the D. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 14 points now in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Culver. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Grizzlies trail by 9.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones checked in for John Morant.
even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Johnson can't get it to go.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now here's Beasley. 14 points for him. The shot's good. Beasley's got 16. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's blocked.
Well, I love how Culver uses his length and athleticism to deny shots.
Another shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Beasley. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Melton. There's the pass to Clark. And Culver pulls it down.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Melton. Lets the 3 fly. But they recover it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Melton, covered by Beasley. Anderson in the post, Johnson on him. Great positioning on the putback.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Memphis called for the foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
The first one falls. And Beasley drops both of them. Here's Jones. He has 7. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And then Culver with the dunk.
When Culver gets inside positioning like that, he bounces up with ease, and he's ready to bang it home.
59 seconds left in the third. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Anderson outside. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
No good from Beasley. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Melton, no good. Timberwolves leading by 9. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Malik Beasley. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. And both free throws good for Johnson. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Jones. 7 points in the game. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Anderson can't get it to go. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 26 points.
Man, that's an area that you like to see in Towns, aggressiveness, making a concerted effort to stay in attack mode.
The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Minnesota looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Morant. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark. Then there's Anderson. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant with it. The dish to Anderson. Passes it to Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And it's off the back rim. No good. Timberwolves leading by 13. Got a piece of it. 3-on-3. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides, it all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. On the wing, Jackson. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the dunk by Towns.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Timberwolves passing it around. And Towns throws it down.
I tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
Oh my
great
goodness! That was special.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Russell comes in for Josh Okogie. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Culver. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. Both good from the line that time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Morant. And that one's good. Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And that one drops for him. Russell's got 49 points in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting for Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. And Towns drops them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant outside. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 14 points for Jaren Jackson.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Aggressive move off the dribble there. Towns, once he gains momentum, hard to disrupt it.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Now here's Brooks. And it's Morant missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. And finished off by Morant.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 42 in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Towns, no luck. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Morant kicks to Jackson. That three off the mark. Minnesota leading by 13. And it's Towns penetrating, uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 44.
That's just a difficult assignment. I mean, having to guard Towns in that area, he's always going to find a way to get his shot off cleanly.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A floater. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. He's perfect from the line this time. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. To the inside, Valanciunas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And he knocks down the first one. Valanciunas hits them both. Here is Rubio. Pass to Towns. Baseline try, and another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
It's Russell with the drive. Spellman the pass to Noel. The feed to Towns. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Memphis has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Stolen by Brooks. Stops, pops, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Here's Noel. Outside, Towns. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Morant. Count it.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Wolves at the line, shooting 1. John.
That's good from Morant.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And it's in there. Towns has got 52 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
There's Winslow. Again, Memphis.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now here's Winslow after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Nice shot by Brooks.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Russell. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Morant finds Jackson. Brooks outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Spellman the pass to Towns. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
It's tipped. Inside, Towns with the steal. Now here's McDaniel. Covered by Winslow. Stolen by Winslow. Brooks with no one around. Misses the three. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound. That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
The Timberwolves shooting extremely well here lately, around 61% in the fourth. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Brooks, left side. Jackson down low, defended by Towns. From past the arc, and rebounded by McDaniels. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant dishes to Winslow, knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Layman, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Malik Beasley in for Russell. On defense, the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Brooks. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're leading by 7. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, D'Angelo Russell.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. .141 left to play here in the fourth. Here's McDaniels, and that one drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Brooks against Beasley. Lets it fly. Brooks misses. Minnesota leading by 9. And Beasley, here we go. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Beasley's got 26 points.
Boy, the baskets keep coming for Beasley. I like how assertive he's being tonight on offense.
Brooks. Here's Jackson. And another shot. And Layman pulls it down. The Timberwolves shooting a magnificent 69% in this game.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
To end the run, basket good. Morant's got 36.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside. And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Malik Beasley. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Jones. Allen outside. And it's blocked. And here is McDaniel. Over Clark. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.